Rodrygo Goes, the kid who once made the Bernabéu gasp. The kid who turned Champions League nights into his own highlight reel. And now, reports say he's unhappy, that he's frustrated with his role under Xabi Alonso and could be open to leaving Real Madrid in January. Let's talk about it, because this is a story that isn't just about minutes or stats. It's about what happens when a player who once looked destined to be the next Neymar suddenly feels like an afterthought. Rodrygo joined Real Madrid from Santos back in 2019 for around $45 million. He was just 18, calm, smiling, confident, but different than Vinicius. Less chaos, more control. And he wasted no time showing that he belonged. Remember that debut Champions League hat trick against Galatasaray? That wasn't luck. That was a statement. He became the second youngest player ever to score a UCL hat trick, only behind Raul. And in that moment, every Madridista thought the same thing. This is it. This is the next Brazilian talent that has arrived. But after that first season, things got complicated. He was in and out of the starting 11 under Zidane. Injuries hit. Vinicius Jr. started becoming the left winger. And Rodrygo, instead of being the next big thing, started becoming the other Brazilian. Then came the Carlo Ancelotti era. And with it, the Rodrygo we all fell in love with again. 2022 Champions League run. Paris, Chelsea, Man City. That comeback goal against City, it still gives me chills. 2 goals in 2 minutes that literally saved Real Madrid's Champions League hopes. Rodrygo wasn't just a rotation player anymore. He was clutch. He was the definition of a Real Madrid player. Quiet until it mattered most. And in 2023, he looked like he was ready to take another step. New contract, new confidence, new responsibilities. Carlo trusted him more. He played as a false 9, as a winger, sometimes even as a midfielder. And while he adapted, he never complained. He always smiled, he always worked. And then things started to fall apart. He was featured less, wasn't being very productive, and nobody could figure out what was going on. And this season, something's definitely off. Since Xabi Alonso took charge, Rodrygo has struggled to find a consistent role. Mbappe owns the striker spot, Vinicius owns the left wing, and the right, that's where things get messy. Sometimes it's Rodrygo, sometimes it's Arda Güler, sometimes it's Brahim, and sometimes it's Fede Valverde. See what I mean by messy? And that rotation, that lack of defined identity, is hurting him. And things didn't start off well for Rodrygo during the FIFA Club World Cup. It was very noticeable that Xabi Alonso just didn't have faith in him. He barely played any minutes, and when he did, it was just short cameos. The numbers prove it. In La Liga, Rodrygo has made 10 appearances, but only 2 starts, totaling 255 minutes. He's yet to register a goal or an assist this season. He's been used mostly as a late substitute. 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. In the Champions League, same story. Across all competitions, he's recorded around 10 total shots, 5 on target, 1 off the post, and 29 touches inside the box. He's barely getting into scoring positions anymore. And here's the painful part. Rodrygo has gone over 250 days without scoring a goal for Real Madrid. The last time the Brazilian found the back of the net was on March 4th in the Champions League round of 16, first leg against Atletico. Since then, he's played 28 matches and hasn't been able to end that drought. For a player once known for stepping up in clutch moments, that has to sting. And one could say that's not a talent issue, it's a usage issue. He's not playing in rhythm. He's not starting enough. When you're a confidence-based player like Rodrygo, that inconsistency can kill your form. And now we're seeing reports saying that Rodrygo is unhappy with his current role at Real Madrid and is open to leaving early in January. Now, is this true? It's hard to say. We've seen this movie before. A talented Madrid player gets benched, the media stirs the pot, and the fans, they panic. But this time, it feels different. Rodrygo's 24 now. That stage in a career where a player starts to think about legacy. He's good enough to start anywhere else in Europe. And with Mbappe, Vinicius, and now a new wave of attackers coming in, you can see why he might feel like the odd man out. Here's the truth. Rodrygo is one of the most talented players in the world. His dribbling, close control, composure, none of that has disappeared. But talent needs trust. And right now, he's not getting that. If he stays, he'll have to fight harder than ever to carve out his place. If he leaves, Real Madrid will lose a player who's delivered in the biggest moments. But maybe this is what happens at Real Madrid. It's a club that demands greatness from every player, every week. And when you don't deliver, even legends start looking expendable. Whether Rodrygo stays or goes, one thing is for sure. His story at Real Madrid has been unforgettable. From teenage prodigy to Champions League hero to frustrated star, he's lived the full Real Madrid experience. And for his sake and ours, I hope this isn't the end of it. So Madridistas, let me know. Should Rodrygo stay and fight for a spot, or is it time for him to move on? Drop your thoughts below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, Hala Madrid.